Okay, well, if the people are watching you, they're not expecting funny. They just want to watch other people's lives that are downhill to make them feel better about themselves.
Is that why you like continue to talk to me?
That's what I just said. My life feels so put together after you call me.
Oh my god.
Hey, this is Ashley who's currently editing this. You can tell by the Cheer 1 shirt and the pimple cream. Trigger warning. The iPhone alarm sound and me when I first wake up is about to pop on screen. You've been warned in case that sound sends chills to you. Skip a couple seconds. I don't know why I think that sound would be good for intros, but I continue to do it. Oh my god. Good morning. Did I truly wake up at like 6:15 and then had to reset that 3 different times to get the alarm sound for this morning? Absolutely. Let's go get a light. Okay. Good morning. I am ashleymterrell. It's been a minute since I've said big day vlog coming up 2 months ago and then just never put it up. It's fine. I was busy. We'll talk about the drama later in my newly decorated Christmas car. But yeah, I was busy just being literally mentally psychotic according to my dad, and also getting hot. Don't let your depression kill you. Let it evolve you. Y'all, I was busy getting hot, okay? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It is like a little bit too early for me right now. I didn't even have that late of a night, but I'm just gonna chill in bed for like at least another 10 minutes. And then we'll get started with our actual day. So I'm gonna take a quick trap nap. Alright, it's a little bit past 6:30. I've decided it's time to get moving, so let's go piss. A little bathroom tour. I painted both of those. My roommate's door is open, but there's no one out here. And no other door opened. Well, it's not the first time you're gonna see me talking to myself, so. Amber, what you got going on today?
Oh, we're gonna go to the basketball game later tonight.
That's exciting.
I know, I'm excited for that. This is like the first game I've ever been to so far, so.
You didn't go to last week's football game?
No, I didn't. I went home this weekend, that's why. I didn't even know it was gonna be that big. Did you go to that?
No.
Really?
Yeah. Football is not something I feel like UH
It's good at, yeah, no.
or I need to experience here.
Yeah, okay, honestly, I heard that they kind of sucked anyways, so I was like, okay. But I mean, it seems like fun though. Everyone kind of just went, so.
Yeah, no, the previous night I was like talking with one of them and I was like, Ben, how do you think tomorrow's gonna go? He's like, honestly, if we win, I'll be surprised.
Yeah. No, yeah, honestly, volleyball is where it's at here, so.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to one of those. What are you doing tonight?
Sorority stuff.
Oh my god.
We got initiation next week, and so we have our pre-initiation ceremonies tonight.
Damn. Oh my god, that's exciting.
Yeah. So.
I thought you guys already had initiation. Is that different? Oh, but that was recruitment. Never mind.
Yeah, recruitment. So now we gotta initiate all the girls we recruited. We got like 47, I think was the last application I sent in. So yeah.
That's fun. Oh my god. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Oh my god, did you hear? I'm running for AGD president.
No way. What? Oh my god. Wait, that's actually so cool, dude.
I got an exemption to run a year early. And so, yeah. And so far, no one else is running against me as far as I know. So, I'm ready to become the Elle Woods of my dream. I always wake up before 9 a.m. because 9 a.m. is when I take my birth control. So my body just naturally wakes up before then. But But before that, I take these other vitamins. So this is an apple cider vinegar gummy. I used to take an actual pill form, which I didn't mind. It's just that Target was out of it this time. And then a probiotic. So, fun fact, one of the reasons I didn't vlog that much recently was because I was in and out of different kinds of medical institutions, one of them being urgent care. And so in the mornings, I also take another pill. And lately I've been taking these just because my issues have been relating to like stomach pain and like, yeah. Okay, time to get dressed for the gym. I have today's set to motivate me is one from Amazon because all my Lululemons are in the laundry. So some shorts, a top, they're like blue green. I don't know, but I look hot in it, so even without makeup. Oh my god, someone the other day recognized me without makeup on. That's happened. That's the first person to ever recognize me, like being like, hey, you're that YouTube girl, when I do have makeup on. Usually I have to have at least mascara on. The fits. Today is gonna be a pretty simple walking day. I did 2 workouts yesterday, like my true workout in the gym, and then I went for like a little like late night like run again. And so today's just gonna be a chill day. If I do anything more than 3:30, I will impress myself. My thing about the gym is that I can't go when it opens at 6 a.m. So it's currently 6:50. The reason I don't like to go that early is because that's when all the gym rats are there, and so I would prefer not to be with them. I've run out of milk to use my Gainful like customized protein powder, so I'm just gonna drink this like pre-made one. I'm gonna drink about half of it now, half of it after. Let's go. I need a mask. You don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. So no one else can do what you do. That's why I'm spend my life with you. I wanna please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world, don't you understand? Love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give all day long. Your love.
So I just finished up at the gym. My AirPods mic is broken, so they're currently in my sports bra, and I hope you can hear me through my iPhone mic. Campus Center just opened up like half an hour ago. They're not gonna have any like food, but that's okay, because honestly I just want some edamame and maybe a Coke Zero. I drink so much Coke if you can't tell from the color of my teeth, so let's go get that. Before I step into Campus Center, I just wanted to say that this is not my full UH Manoa food review. That is a video I wanted to do since I got into college, which was review every dining place on campus and rank them. This is not it because it's 8:30 a.m. and nothing's open except for Starbucks and like the Thrift at Campus Center. So still, that video is coming.
Turn me inside out, make my heart beat. Need no one else, you're all I need. Personality, everything you do makes me love everything about you. Your smile, your style, so fly. I can't deny, I got a crush on you.
Okay, so we're gonna chill here for a sec. We are chilling in the Sustainability Garden at UOH. It's right between the Geophysics Building and Kirkendall Hall. And I've been struggling to open up this edamame cup for a minute and a half. It is about 20 minutes till 9 o'clock we take the birth control. And then at 10:30 today, I have an online synchronous class for my business stats class, Business 310, which my advisor has told me I am minimally passing. However, I am getting better. My group, we just got our grade back for our last homework assignment, and it was our best grade yet that we've gotten on one of these. So I am trying to get better. And then after that class, it's like an hour and a half-ish. So around noon, I'm going to head to Coffee Talk, a coffee shop. I'm going to do some work and then log onto my Zoom class there for Accounting 200 at Coffee Talk. At Coffee Talk, I'm also probably going to grab lunch. I'm feeling a salad, a cold brew, an oat cake, and a muffin. I have unintentionally almost done OMAD, where I just eat a lot in one day in like 2 hours. So I'm gonna do some work at Coffee Talk, do my second class of the day at Coffee Talk. Afterwards, at 6 o'clock today, I have a sorority pre-initiation ceremony. You guys, I've been struggling to open this entire time. That's at 6 o'clock. It's our first of 3 pre-initiation ceremonies. I need to look at what I'm saying and just like practice it once. I don't need to have it memorized and it's online, but I need to know what I'm saying. As an officer, I have to say stuff. I don't know if I put this into the video, but this morning when one of my roommates was up and we were talking, I was telling her how I am running for president. I can't campaign for myself. I'll never forget the day that one of my roommates last year, Emily, you guys have seen her in the vlogs, and her boyfriend, we were at Genki Sushi and he had edamame for the first time. He took a bite out of the shell like this, like that. Honestly, kind of funny. This is my one soda of the day. I now limit myself. Anyone who knows me personally from like 3 months ago can tell you that I used to drink a lot more. Yeah, after pre-initiation ceremony though, one of our new members who gets to initiate on Sunday, Lily, we're gonna go get dinner at Ripple Smiles. So yeah, visiting a lot of local places today, which is always fun. Last time I was at Coffee Talk, one of you guys recognized me there because, so the marketing, the guy who runs like their social media content strategist, the guy who runs Instagram, comes to me and was like, "You're Ashley, right?" Because they recently followed me back on Instagram a couple weeks ago. And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I see you all the time, like on like Instagram," because duh, I tag them like once a week when I go. And he started talking to me about like marketing internships or whatever. And he was like, "Can I take a photo for our Instagram?" And he was like, "Okay, and like what's one thing you do when you're not at Coffee Talk?" One of y'all at a whole other different table said YouTube. And I was like, "Yeah, I have a," he was like, "You have a YouTube channel?" I was like, "Yeah, I have a YouTube channel." And then someone behind me heard that and was like, "Oh, my name is Cassidy with Red Bull. I'm here supposed to like interview someone for like marketing, but they're like not here yet. You know, here's the link, like what's your number, contact me sometime." So that happened 2 days ago at Coffee Talk. Honestly, a big reason I like going to coffee shops and like places like the gym is because I can be alone while still having other people around me to hold me accountable for the safety of myself. Went through a little bit of a loner phase the past couple months just because I had stuff I needed to sort out on my own. It got to a point where I didn't feel safe by myself, and a week and a half ago, I went someplace to fix that. A little medical institution, you know, turn in my phone, turn in my clothes, get a psych evaluation, put me on hold for a couple hours. And then, but the other thing was that with October, obviously it's a big party month, and I realized I feel my loneliest when I'm like around my friends sometimes, like right now. I mean, I haven't felt that really before since like middle school. And so I am now at a place where I don't want to be alone, but I also don't feel safe by myself, so I have to go to places like coffee shops in order to be productive but feel safe. Okay, I will see you guys hopefully back in my dorm when I have showered and we're putting on makeup before my class.
Ow. Not me trying to do a transition with my hair. Okay, next take.
pretend the transition went better than whatever that was. Look, I've done it before on this channel, the little hair flip transition, and it's fine. We are out of the shower, we are clean. My favorite thing about showers is that they're always more satisfying than you expect them to be. So now we're gonna do some skincare and makeup. Skincare, I've been keeping it pretty chill. So I did a mask yesterday. I'm probably not gonna do another one today. So we're just gonna do some toner. This is from Good Molecules. Next, some niacinamide. And some discoloration serum. And then we'll move on to moisturizer. And this I carry down to my neck because I was raised by an Asian mom who told me to do that. Double it as an eye cream because Hiram says there's no difference. And then just bring it down. And then of course, sunscreen. Makeup time. It is 9:32. That means I have an hour until class. My goal before class starts is to finish drinking this, and then during class I want to drink all of this. Also, this is the fit. I got this from Curtsy. I sell clothes on Curtsy, so if you want to buy something, please. But it's like a vintage, because that's the old label, Victoria's Secret slip. It's actually a little bit too big. It was a little bit bigger back towards the end of summer, because I got it on like the last day of summer, like a week before, or like the weekend before I moved into this dorm, really. And now it's like really big because, surprise, I've lost 10 pounds since then. In one of my vlogs, I mentioned how I was a bit concerned because I lost like, I think like 4 pounds over like 2 days without trying. After I posted that, I lost like 3 pounds in 24 hours. And I was like, this is not water weight because I don't drink water. Now I do. And so I just like started eating more, and I tracked my calories. Today I'm scheduled to eat a little less than 1,300 calories, which is totally fine with me. So yeah, I will probably end up eating more, maybe closer to like 1,400, depending on the size of muffin I get at Coffee Talk. But yeah, one of my friends, Camden, was like, you should eat more. Like, girls back home always are like talking about their calories or whatever. It's just like, no, you don't eat enough. Like, no one should be on 1,200 calories. And so yeah, after knowing Camden for like 2 hours, I was like, you know what, I'll take your advice. Even though all my friends who I've known for like a year since being out here have been telling me that. Let's do makeup. And while we do makeup, let's talk a little love life update. I'm going to be talking a lot less about my love life in the future because I've learned that while I want to share the things that make me happy on the internet, when those things stop making me happy, and they're still living on the internet, that makes me sad. One of the things that made me really, really happy has started to treat me not even like a friend, but literally not like a human. And it got to the point where I started to recognize, oh, I just shared something really vulnerable of, hey, this was like an hour before I put myself into a professional help place. I don't want to say the exact thing because only a couple people in my life know what it actually was. And I really, like, this is one person I've been like vulnerable in front of since coming out to Hawaii. I have definitely been a lot more protective about certain information since coming to Hawaii, despite having a YouTube channel. But certain things like the date of my birth or just like some aspects of my childhood, I don't open up to people about. There's currently no one on island that has seen me cry. Like, that is how not operatic I want to seem to other people. And so, preach, sister. And so what has And so one person who's on Long Island, but I was, I think, quite vulnerable in front of, I was like, hey, you're one of the few people that know a lot about me, and are you free like now or sometime within the next hour to just like call? I just need to cry in front of someone. I can't cry alone anymore. And they said they're not available. And then they proceeded to be busy for like 2 months. And then I told someone else that I went to urgent care. Not any, like, I didn't tell them one of the bigger places I went to, but I told them, like, oh, at the beginning of the month I had to go to urgent care for, like, stomach issues, nothing mental yet. And he was like, well, why didn't you tell me? Like, even though, like, I haven't, like, seen you in, like, you know, a couple weeks, I still, like, care about you as, like, a human. Like, doesn't matter if we're friends or just acquaintances, you're still a human. Like, I gotta care about that. And so that's when I realized, oh, the person that I did try to reach out to for help doesn't care about me as a human. That's fine, because I love me a lot more. Honestly, that's one of my favorite lines from Sex and the City. It's Sex in the City, Sex and the City. It's like, I love you, but I love me a lot more. And that's how I've been feeling, because there was a point literally last night where I was like telling my sister, like on FaceTime when I was doing my run, I was like, I'm at the point where if in 5 years, if I'm Elizabeth Holmes, I won't be surprised. Just like has been like beaten down by like society and the expectations of Silicon Valley and its hype so much that they create a fake product and lie. But are still hyped up to be the next like Steve Jobs or like Edison. I wouldn't be surprised. Or like even what is that, Princess Carolyn or something from BoJack Horseman? I would not be surprised if I'm like her, but like towards the beginning of the series. My best hope as someone who is a business major is to be like Frank Abagnale from Catch Me If You Can. Like, he had fun, he had a good run, and then it came crashing down. But you look at him now, and now he's like helping the FBI. And so he had a happy ending. Elizabeth Holmes is like still on trial. So if you don't know what Elizabeth Holmes is, just Theranos, look up Theranos. So anyways, last week I went on 3 different dates with, I don't think I have a type, but they're all 3 white, tall, blonde boys. Other news that's happening. Greek life at Manoa is a hot mess. Basically, look up Teak, so like TKE and UH Manoa, and you'll find news articles and news coverage and videos by like Hawaii news, not like UH Manoa news or like students. Like, this is like a big issue. And someone I know quite personally from the sorority is in a lawsuit. So that's the end of the matter I'm going to be talking about. Basically, I might become early alum next semester if UH decides to stop participating in Greek life, which sucks because, as mentioned earlier this morning, my roommate, I'm running for president. The qualifications to be president of our sorority is that you have to have a year of experience, like 1 full term on executive council, which I'll have as of November because I was elected last year as a freshman. And you have to be in junior standing, which I'm not. I'm a sophomore. However, I got an exemption from EC last week to run, so I have submitted my interest form and like bio slides on my qualifications last night, and as far as I know, there is no one else running against me. I didn't think about sending in an exemption letter. I thought I was just gonna run for like a VP position that I really wanted, basically the second in command under the president. However, our advisor kind of mentioned it to me, and I was like, you know what, if we still have our charter, I would love to do this, because I'm in a headspace right now where the past couple months I was a little emotional, but now we put emotions to the side and I'm ready to just work out, work, sleep, eat. I will take on the burden of running the business of Alpha Gamma Delta, like Delta Sigma chapter, so that then, because everyone else in our sorority is really interested in just building sisterhood and creating connections and like focusing on the fun, creative things, I will take on the burden for the other officers of focusing on getting our taxes done in October, running the businesses, filling out reports, doing forms, administrative things, so that then the actual rest of the officers can focus on things that they're really interested in. Because right now, I'm kind of interested in just doing the logistical stuff. Operatic, I think is the right word, not sociopath. This mascara, it's Essence Lash Princess Waterproof. I literally put it on at 10:15 a.m. and did not take it off until 10 p.m. and it lasted literally the entire day, a 2-hour nap, a 3-mile run, and a random crying session I had. And my lashes were still like curled and black. Okay, I have so much mascara on my eyelid, which means I need to turn off this camera and focus on my makeup. And besides, that was like 15 minutes of chit chat, so I will see you guys probably during my class.
What the independent variable y?
Currently in a Zoom class, you can hear my professor right now. But I'm putting on shoes instead because I can't sit. I need to stand, even if it's like for the 5 seconds it takes to buckle these shoes. These shoes I thrifted new with tags, also from Curtsy, and they are from like Lucky Brand. They like retail for like quite a bit, and I bought them at quite a good discount. And normally I don't like thrift shoes, but they're new with tags. Also, I'm eating the rest of this Verb energy bar, which fits me above my caloric deficit. Is it even a caloric deficit? Just my lifestyle. If I eat this and everything else I planned today, I eat 1,400 calories. Okay, time to like actually pay attention because again, minimally passing this class according to my advisor.
So we're gonna bring back chapter 2 data.
I didn't read chapter 2.
Bring back chapter 3. Remember we talked about.
I literally just finished my Zoom class. It is almost noon. I need to have peed for the past like half an hour, but I was so scared to miss anything because I need to do better in this class. I have to pee so bad. Post-piss revelation. Oh my god, my nails look so good. Sorry, I just redid them yesterday and this color makes me feel a lot more professional. The last one I had was pretty bright. And so, okay, post-piss revelation. I definitely struggle with being genuine about my feelings with people and with being in the mindset of emotions don't exist, we just move on. However, I've realized that the internet, Twitter, Instagram, specifically this channel, are all places where I do find it easier to talk about things that I'm feeling in my head, in my heart, and what's happening daily. Maybe this is an effect of quarantine that will forever affect people my age. So that's exciting. Also, maybe I need to film with my phone more often than an actual camera because the quality makes my skin look like it's doing better than it actually is. Again, this thing is like the one thing that bothers me right now. But truly, I think that switching to a better diet has helped me. Okay, let's go to coffee talk. And let's get my hair out of this clip. Before I go, I've already put on deodorant because had to. But for the past like a couple months, I've been using this Dossier perfume because the dupe of it is one I had gotten in a Sephora sample. That bottle's expensive. So we found the dupe from Dossier and honestly, it smells so good. I am so happy that one of the best changes I've made is transitioning from Bath & Body Works body sprays to like actual like eau de parfums. I don't know if that's how you actually pronounce it. The only French I know is from like years and years of like ballet and like anything that was said in Beauty and the Beast. But like everything, like I don't know French. I took Spanish in high school. I literally have a bilingual stamp in Spanish. I don't know anything about French. You know what's funny? I was telling my sister on FaceTime the other day because she was telling me how she had to go to hip hop and then ballet later that day for dance. And I was like, ballet is weird because you are taking a whole other language and trying to transition it through painful physical movements of your body. As an American, that's how I view ballet. I miss it. My arms were so much more toned when I did it, but my forearms are still like skinny legend. Okay, you can't hear it because of a motorcycle, but I just ran. Okay, so I was literally walking out of your basement and someone recognized me from my channel, and then someone else really liked my dress. So that already has made my day, and it's not even noon. Literally there, the car with the hazards on, and they were just like, your dress is so cute, and I was like, I thrifted it. One girl thought I made it, and then I had to tell her, girl, I can't even make rice in a rice cooker. But then someone in the back seat just starts rolling down their window. They're like, you have a YouTube. Honestly, whenever people recognize me, it just, I say this all the time, but it just like, it's weird. I don't know. It makes me happy because it just reminds me that more than just, you know, my sister watches these, and even then my sister doesn't watch all these. My sister doesn't even follow me back on Instagram. And if you look through my Instagram comments, she roasts me a lot. Actually, one of the dates I went on last week, he literally said, yeah, I saw a couple of them. I was like, who's roasting you? And like, yeah, of course, it's my sister. Currently, because my parking pass is for zone 20, not for zone 8 by the dorms like last semester, I park on Dole Street most of the time overnight, except for like a couple weekends and holidays. And here's the thing about Dole Street. I recently got my first ever parking ticket. Apparently I was too close to a driveway, and I've been trying to pay it for the past like 12 hours since I got it last night at 6. However, it's not in the system online yet. If it's not online within 10 days, I am just gonna call in and be like, look, this is my credit card information, let me just pay the 40 bucks. But yeah, that was my first parking ticket. Definitely threw off my rhythm that day. But it's all good. Honestly, I could fight it. I did take a picture of where my wheels were in like proximity to the driveway, and as far as I'm concerned, I was legally parked. However, other people may not think so, or they're just getting nitpicky because Hawaii's economy has not been great, so it's fine. I have the AC running, so you may not be able to hear me perfectly, but we are in my car. If you follow me on Instagram, you see my Instagram stories that I have decorated it for Christmas. I'm gonna give you a little tour. So obviously we already see the mistletoe, a little like candy cane-esque bow, some ribbon that someone commented looks like bacon. Thank you, sorority sister. Here's the battery pack that I keep for, some string lights, some bows. Target was having like a 40 count of gift ribbon bows that were red on sale for $5, which were originally priced at like $9, so I'm happy about that. This is like a gift topper or something, but my name begins with A, so I got it, and it's glittery. And then of course some tinsel. This looks so good at night. Was I making out with someone in the back of this car with all of this up here looking so cute? Absolutely. And then like a green blanket, and there's like a pillow somewhere. Okay, the pillow's on the ground. The pillow says snuggle up, okay? It's cute, it's Christmassy. I have currently gift wrapping paper and the rest of the 40 count bows in my car, in the trunk, to figure out how to incorporate that. Time to go to Coffee Talk and take another thumbnail picture, and I have class in an hour and a half, which I'm probably gonna stay there for. I will say, I purchase at least like a little like bakery item or something for every hour that I am at Coffee Talk. It is so important to support small businesses, so if I find myself there, I'm literally gonna be there for like 3 hours today. So I already plan on getting a salad, a coffee, an oat cake, and a muffin to justify my time for being there. I can't get over how awesome my car is. Someone told me that it's a little bit girly, but then their roommate told me it's actually pretty good. So shout out to Matt. Thank you for validating my car. I decorated this car like 2 days after my really, really big breakdown where I had to go get professional help. Was this what they recommended? Absolutely not. Oop, Earth, Wind, and Fire. We gotta stop. and that's all I can legally play. I'll see you guys at Coffee Talk while I listen to the rest of Justin Bieber's 2011 iconic Christmas album. Oh, I'm parked too far. Woo! Fighting for all the short people out there. Okay, we're gonna like chit chat for the lighting is kind of weird. I'm gonna move to the back seat. We're gonna chit chat for like 10 minutes before we go in, because I don't want to be in Coffee Talk for that long. They already know me too well. This kind of works. Also, this is the pillow I was talking about. It says snuggle up. It's upside down. It says snuggle up. I'm in college. So, where have I been? Obviously, I've been busy with some aspects of decorating my car, getting my physical health together. Here's the thing, my mental health, I gave up on that a long time ago. I don't know how long ago, but definitely like kindergarten days. I only started to realize I need a break from everything, including people, when my mental health began to affect my physical health. Because I don't really care what goes on up here, but as soon as it starts affecting my longevity to live forever and become a dinosaur and to finally achieve my goal of having a house with a lazy river on the first floor, that's when I care. And so I had to get my physical health back in order. However, I've realized mental health can be kind of good to keep in check. I'm not there yet. I don't think I'm gonna be happy again for a really long time. This past summer was one of the first times I felt happy again. However, the past 3 months, okay, like the past 10 weeks, if I count that right, I realized I just want to be okay. I was at a point where I didn't care if I was doing good or doing great or being happy. I just wanted to be okay. And I am finally here. As of like 2 nights ago, I'm finally okay. I have a lot of work to do for catching up on classes and getting ahead on some paperwork for my sorority. Since we do have pre-initiation ceremonies, I need to make sure that the initiation report I sent in the other day passed. So yeah, just a couple of paperwork things I gotta do. So I'm gonna do that, and then in about an hour is when my actual accounting class is. And then after that, I'm probably gonna leave here and go to Target to buy more toothpaste, because that is a necessity that I am dwindling on. If I ever get to the point where my mental health affects my physical health so much that my favorite hobby becomes gingivitis, someone slap me.
It's not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear.
Okay, so I've ordered the house salad, which is just like greens, balsamic vinaigrette. I usually get the Caesar salad, however, we want to be a little more low calorie today. And then a black cold brew. I find that a black cold brew is easier to drink than a black coffee, just as far as texture goes. And I have a straw so that way I don't stain my teeth as much as I normally do. And now we're gonna get working. I have an hour before accounting, so yeah. Finish the salad. Now we have a cookie butter chocolate chip scone, which obviously is gonna be good.
I fall for you every time I try to resist. We can get away. Chase beach views and then every day. All I wanna hear is an episode that we play. Sit right next to you.
Just left Coffee Talk and trying to get a thumbnail, so that'll be exciting. It was so funny. I actually ran into the person I ran into on Monday, Italo. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm so sorry. I at least know your name. And so he invited me out with another person that I had also met here on Monday for a dinner at a little place in Waikiki tomorrow night, which means shopping, because what I would have worn is maybe something like this, and I'm already wearing it. So I have an idea of something in my closet that I could actually wear, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Because here's the thing, these are all people who are like content strategists, like social media stuff. So yeah, but let's take a thumbnail. So right now I'm heading to Safeway. I need to pee and pick up water, so it seems like the best place to go. Then afterwards, it's gonna be like an hour till I can legally park on campus because of my pass. And so I did the bare minimum amount of work that I needed to complete today. However, there's always more stuff to be done. So I am gonna try to do that work after my dinner. But between then and, well, between like the pre-initiation ceremony that I have to be ready for at 6 and now, since it's only 2:33, Safeway to pee and get water, which seem to counteract each other. And then going to, I don't know, maybe like Plato's Closet or something. I have an idea of what I want to wear, and it's in my closet already, but just in case there's something else, because this person assumed I was 21 looking at me, and while my other ID says I'm 22 according to the state of Arizona, my ID that I show for my vaccination card says I am 19. This parking lot is one of the few places that I've had intense road rage, and Andrew actually witnessed it. So that's funny. I just said his name, that's even funnier. Okay, time to go to Safeway. I'm getting water too, okay? Don't just come here to pee. So I'm currently in Safeway. I'm about to go pee, but I'm in the aisle with all the water, so I'm gonna pick up a bottle of Perrier. Perrier? I don't know. I've had it like only a handful of times in my life, but today just seems like a good day for it. And if I use my mom's Safeway number, it's discounted. We're driving up from Safeway. I'm trying to make a right turn with no lights. Oh, this truck is gonna get me. Why are they going the speed limit? If you guys were driving like a normal person and not at the speed limit, we wouldn't be having this. Wow, there's a little lens flare. We don't see that too often, I guess. I can't tell if it's from my tinsel or from like the actual sun. Bigger truck. Oh, there's a pedestrian stopping traffic? Hell yeah, that's my favorite person in the world. I don't think I've ever ridden down this road on purpose before. My mom used to laugh at people who drank these, but I'm that person now. I'm gonna be honest, my mom laughed at me before, so this doesn't change that. We are here. So, exciting. One of my favorite things about vlogging is, first off, the people I meet. Because specifically this year, a lot more people approach me about it, and it's kind of exciting. But also because every time I look into the viewfinder when I vlog in my car, I see this magic, and it makes me just smile immediately. So we're driving down South Baratania right now, and I just had to turn on this camera for a second. Burp and blow. Was anyone else the basically brother that their sister never had? Because that's me. But this building right here on the right, it's called McCauley Union Service Station. It is so good. So Carlin is like the same guy who runs it all the time. If you guys are in Oahu and need someone to do any sort of car repair or safety check inspections, because that's a thing in Hawaii. In California, we had smog checks that you had to get annually, but Thank you, Siri. But here you guys do safety checks annually, and you also register by the weight of your car, which I think is weird. But anyways, so Carlin, like when I was registering my car to get a Hawaii license plate instead of the California one, I went through 3 different temporary safety checks before I got my permanent one because of some DMV issues and then a car accident. Carlin, like, the first time I pulled up, he was like, look, this is my cell phone number. You clearly are from out of state and need help. Contact me anytime. He's just so sweet. And he helped me with everything. There was a point where he was giving me free temporary safety checks. He was like, this one's like on me. You've been having so many issues with just transitioning here, and I'm proud of like how far you've come into being independent. Like every time I pull up, he's like, Ashley, and I'm like, Carlin. Like I cannot show up for like 2 months and he'll still know who I am. He's just so nice. He was one of the first strangers besides one of the pharmacists here at Target that I made friends with. Yeah, when I finally got my Hawaii plates on, I literally pulled up to him with like a huge box of like Leonard's, and I was like, here. And he looked so happy holding it. The box was like way too big for like his frame of body. He's like an average sized man. I just got a lot of Leonard's, and so he was just so happy, like trying to hold it all. We are here at Target. Let's go. Okay, of course I had to stop by the Christmas section just to see what's on sale. Okay, to see what's on sale because it is only like November 10th. But you know, it's for my car. I wish I could say like, oh, I'm decorating the tree or something, but no, this is for a 2014 Subaru Forester. Yeah, my life is so great. So I did not finish my shopping at Target. Toothpaste was buy one, get one 25% off. So I just got 2 since it's toothpaste. And I brush my teeth after like, I don't know, like 3 times a day. I just brush my teeth a lot. So I actually have a return I need to make in this mall. So I'm gonna do that while I still have 2 hours till my sorority pre-initiation ceremony. So I'm just going to go and do my return. I'm just saying, even the mall has Christmas decor. Last week I was here and there was a whole Christmas tree. That just makes me so happy. YKP right now actually has like all the like Mickey Maka like signs up that they do every like season like time. And so it's just very cute out here, and I really do like red and green. And if I could celebrate Christmas while still living in 80-degree weather, that's kind of the best of every world I want. Because I get freezing in 72-degree weather. I will be in jeans and a sweatshirt. In the past like 2 minutes, I did a vlog from that last clip. 3 different people have said I look cute. I'm living it. Literally one person was on like the floor above on a staircase and was like, love that outfit, girl. And I was like, thank you. Of course I had to pee again. Ashley, be less weird on the internet, maybe. The song, though, does fit with the car. Honestly, I think you get a pass for this. You should not keep drumsticks in your car, because we both know that you use them at red lights when you listen to In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. So I'm back in my dorm. This is the first top I wanted to try on. So I have an orange tank top where one of the straps is falling apart. It came in this set from bid day because I wore these orange shorts, and it came with just like a top, and it was like 10 bucks. And so I was like, okay, this top's like less than $3, and it kind of works. I like this. This skirt I've had for a long time. It's linked to my Instagram from Get Finer, but yeah. Okay, so this is the next top that I got for like less than $3. I wouldn't wear it with this skirt. I was just too lazy to make an actual outfit. But it's comfy. It reminds me how I'm in the IBTC. But yeah, very comfy. I would wear this like sweats to bed. So this dress I got for like half off for like $4 because it was $8 originally. Honestly, I could see myself like literally wearing this like on a little day. It's like just cotton, so I'd honestly wear this to class too because the material's like casual, even though it looks a little fancier. So yeah, like a loose like skirt, like fit and flare kind of action, but not a lot of flare, maybe like A-line, I don't know, but cute. So yeah, this is how the romper looks. Honestly, I have like a longer silver AGD pendant that I would probably wear, and I do not have enough boob for this, but honestly that means nothing's gonna fall out because there's not a lot to fall. But like pretty cute, like a little like height, and then obviously my hair will be as flat. I love the color of this. Like, I think it fits fall and spring because the magenta, and it looks cute. So yeah. Okay. I know I said earlier that I lost 10 pounds in the past like 12 weeks. Yeah, this is size small. Not that anything should matter, and pounds shouldn't matter either because muscle weighs more than fat. I'm like in a skinny fat phase. I used to be a lot more muscular, so maybe honestly that's where the weight went. But yeah, so kind of fun. Honestly, I kind of want to wear the orange fit tomorrow.
I'm going to get this transition right because I've done it before. The business casualness, we love it. So tonight we have to be in ritual attire, which basically means like business casual, and with a couple other stipulations like percentage of cotton. It also means we have to wear our badges. This is what my badge looks like. Depending on the position I get this next year, I might buy the like chain so that way I can hang the pendants off for like the different positions that I've held, since I am really proud that I was on EC as a freshman, because I was the only freshman on EC last year. So yeah. But yeah, this is the outfit. It goes down to my knees. It's got a little rouging, the boat neck. I will see you guys in half an hour. Actually, no, I can't film any of the Zoom initiation because secrets. But I'll see you guys in like an hour-ish because it's 5:30, so half an hour I have to log on to this, and then in that time afterwards I'll be going to Real Smiles with Lily and you'll get to be a new member. Oh my god, she just said, Olivia just texted, give me a minute, I'm pooping. My sister crazy.
I am funny. You just have a bad sense of humor. Okay, well, if the people are watching you, they're not expecting funny. They just want to watch other people's lives that are downhill to make them feel better about themselves.
Is that why you like continue to talk to me?
That's what I just said. My life feels so put together after you call me.
Oh my god. Stop. Okay.
Am I wrong?
No.
She came down in a bowl. I don't like you anymore.
Why?
Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of fair. You've ended a conversation that we've had with, oh, did you want to say anything?
Sorry that my life has taken precedent the past 3 months.
last year, right? How long have you been in college?
I gotta log onto a meeting I got at 7.
Yeah, right.
I got a last minute meeting scheduled at 7 today, and then I'm gonna get dinner afterwards. I promise it's happening.
For what?
Sims, change in membership status.
What is this for? Sorority?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know if it was for a class.
no.
Bye.
Love you. That was brutal. She really had to attack me by being like, you only watch me so then you can feel bad about your own lives. Which is most likely true. I edit these. I know what my life looks like.
Are you pretty? Okay. Can I just wait?
Yeah, I'm here with Chantel and Sylvie. We're doing our second Sims meeting of the night. The work doesn't stop, even at 7:30. Never. And even then, like, Chantel doing, like, finances till literally 2 a.m.
Never stops.
Hey, girly, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Girly, you look good. I don't know what you're talking about. Ah! This is Lily's introduction to the vlog. Oh my god. Get ready to get recognized by freshmen on campus all the time now. I'm kind of dead that the waiter remembered my order.
Seems like this is one of your favorite places, yeah?
Yeah. They remember my mom, like one time I brought her here, but they don't remember my name. They remember Deborah Terrell, but not me.
Especially because I'm by myself, I feel like that's a good. Ooh, yeah, you. That's crazy. To go in. Like,
Okay, you're gonna try it?
I don't know. Should I?
Go for it.
Well, it might hurt me if I don't do it. So, like, I go like that, but right when I do like that, I blow over.
Yeah.
How do you even time that? Okay, I'm gonna try. I didn't.
That looks decently
Kind
clean.
of. It's good for a first try.
Yes. I love it.
I actually might have done worse if I pulled them apart like that.
I'm so excited for this. I just dropped off Lily at the dorms and I parked pretty close and in a legal spot. So congratulations to me this time. That's the end of this vlog. I need to submit an application for something, work on some homework, and then tomorrow the gym is closed, which means my body's gonna take a day of rest and we're gonna go to the beach. Well, I'm gonna go to the beach. I will not be vlogging tomorrow. Sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. You guys have literally brought on so many opportunities for me. Today alone showcased that. I'm going to a dinner tomorrow with like a bunch of different like social content strategists because of you guys. Like one of you guys recognized me in a coffee shop and 2 people took attention to that. We're like, hey, this girl might be something. So clearly a stranger recognizes her. Literally, I love you guys. Please know my Instagram DMs are open. I will probably respond with a voice message because my typing is never great and I'm usually driving, so yeah. Mwah!
It's not that I want